Our Neal Milner, our political analyst, is here. Neal, do these type of ads really make an impact on voters so late in the campaign?
Well, generally that's a hard question to ask. Specifically, you can talk about the problem that he has and that anyone running for the prosecutor has. These people are not very well known. Folks have a difficult time making a distinction. So a last-minute ad that says, "I'm different, I set myself off," and that has a tagline that may not be very accurate, "Take back Honolulu," might be politically effective. And in that sense, it could work.
So, I'm sorry. No. So that's one thing that candidates can do. Is there anything else in these last few days that you think these candidates, other big races, obviously the governor's race, that they can do that may change voters' minds or have an influence?
Well, what you're seeing is less of that than I would have anticipated, especially in the bigger races. I think the gubernatorial, the Democratic primary for governor, you're seeing more ads, especially by Mufi Hannemann, but they're very much like the ads that he's been running. And since there's a good chance he's slightly behind if you take a cautious approach to the polls, I'm not sure if that's going to make a difference. The kind of ad that may make a difference is the kind of ad that does some kind of distinction more clearly. You see this in the Caldwell ads. Caldwell now all of a sudden is running negative ads against Peter Carlisle, and Caldwell is also now emphasizing what a good Democrat he is. It's a nonpartisan election. You know, the success of an ad depends on how far behind you are, and you can have a good ad, but if you're 15 points behind, it may not make a difference. But in terms of strategy and quality, that's what you're seeing.
All right. It's going to be interesting. Of course, it's getting the people out there to vote.
Yes, it is. And there is some enthusiasm here because they are competitive elections. They're more competitive elections than usual. That's one way to get the turnout. But it will be lower than a general election, probably because it's a primary.
Do you think that's a positive thing that we're seeing, what was it, 24% higher of people actually, is it absentee voting, is that right? Do you think that's a good thing overall? How do you think this is going to affect some of these primary candidates?
Well, the main thing is that it's harder for primary candidates to campaign because you never know when the campaign's going to end. And increasingly, this is a reality that people are going to have to face. The gold standard in how to do this was the Barack Obama campaign, where you had gazillion dollars and a huge staff and a lot of technology, and you could actually run a sophisticated campaign that ended at different times. Even our big hitters, heavy hitters with money here, aren't quite at that place yet. So it's a real challenge.
All right. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on Saturday night.
Yes.
All right.